Holler is intended for mature audiences only, so your mom is definitely invited. Sometimes controversial, always engaging. It's the podcast that lets your voice be heard. It's the podcast that shouts you out. It's time to holler. Can you dig it?
I could eat a unicorn one day through a Pop-Tart.
I like toaster strudel.
You like the jizzy part?
Yeah, I like the way it explodes
You like it?
and to swallow it down. Oh my god.
Your tweets, snaps, Facebook comments, and even phone calls. Holler any way you want.
They used to give kids opiates to keep them quiet.
This is much less offensive than that.
JD, Brian, and Gracie. Holler at your boy and a girl.
Yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? My name is JD Short. You can hit me up on all social media at JDSHRT. It's Facebook, it's Twitter, it's Instagram, blah, blah, blah. And right now, currently, to this direction, which who cares because it's the internet, is my good buddy Brian. What's up, buddy? How you doing, Brian?
Oh, man, I'm doing great. I've got this giant mug of beer and this little mini guy of bourbon. So it's going to be a good night. We're going to be all right. Guys, Holler Nation, thank you so much for tuning in. If your crazy asses are watching us on Facebook Live, be sure to comment. We're going to throw you up on the screen. We're not going to throw up on you. We're going to put you on the screen. We might throw up on this show. I don't know. You never know. We've got a great guest this evening. Can't wait to meet him, talk more about what he does. But first, rather than give myself a shout out, let's give us a shout out. Go follow our Instagram. That shit is fucking popping right now at official_holler. Seriously, go follow us. We're going to start having really cool stuff on there like camo CBD giveaways and things like that. Guys, by the way, we're streaming live. So throughout the show, if you see JD pop in and out, well, it's because he's got spotty Wi-Fi, and that's what happens when you stream live. Anyways, introducing our third co-host of the evening. It's our co-host. What's up? How you doing?
Hey guys, it's me, Gracie. Happy to be here because oh my god, it's Friday and we have a long weekend. Find me on Twitter at Holler at Gracie or Snapchat GracieH89. I'm pretty active on both of those these days.
That's fantastic. It's wonderful. It's awesome. I hope you all can hear me. If you're not, whatever, big deal. I would like to introduce our guest for the week. He's kick-ass. He does the herb. Alexa says, please don't throw up on me. And by the way, Jacob, please don't throw up on Alexis.
I'm not a thrower-upper.
Alexis, I'm going to reach out to you because I want you to be a guest on our show. So be looking for that message. Thanks, girl.
Boy. All right. Thank you for interrupting me, Gracie.
She means well.
Anytime.
Jewel City Barbershops.
JD, we're gonna try this one more time just because your Wi-Fi was a little bit spotty right there. Guys, we've got a professional barber. You're the owner of Jewel City Barbershop, correct, Jacob?
I am. Yes. The owner.
Okay, gotcha. We've got the owner of Jewel City Barbershop, the man himself.
You said it like
in the coolest background of all time of all of our guests. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the talented, the powerful Jacob McComas to the show. Thank you so much for being here, by the way. Guys. Oh, you're back. What's up, man?
I have a party behind us.
So again, I have spotty Wi-Fi where I am. It's because I am in southern United States, way more southern than the West Virginia is. It's insane how southern I am right now in the summertime. What the fuck is my problem? Why am I doing this to myself?
Are you in Texas?
Sounds like you're on vacation.
I'm on vacation. I'm wearing a fucking suit. What is wrong with me right now?
That part I don't know.
Understand. So I'm going to go ahead and take some of this fucking suit off. But before we do anything for real, we're gonna do a toast, right? It's a toast. And,
yeah, absolutely.
Fuck that guy.
Absolutely, it's toast time. And I'm gonna take it over from right here. So, guys, drink of choice, whatever you've got out there, Holler Nation, we want you drinking with us all night long. It is your Holler toast of the evening, and it goes a little bit something like this, guys. Your parents could actually afford the name brand cereal. They just didn't love you enough. Cheers. Big Mike, Holler. Big Mike, big bouncer. You love to see it. The chat's already just a little bit rowdy tonight, guys. Keep it coming. Before we do anything, I will need to let you know that Holler, the podcast, is powered by Camo CBD. You see these little guys right here? They've got gummies. They've got energy shots. This stuff, let me tell you why CBD is good, because this helps with inflammation for me. I no longer take things like Advil. I just get a little CBD in my system. Things I love are caffeine, and this comes with caffeine and CBD, so I knock both out at the same time. If you're going to take your vitamins, take them all in the same spot. CamoCBD.com. Go check them out. Use the promo code Jody at checkout to get free shipping on all that. I'm sure they'll come in and tell you that. We'll talk to you about Camo throughout the show, but we are proudly powered by Camo CBD.
Here's the story of a lovely lady named Antioxidants. Antioxidants kill free radicals, which are what cause inflammation. It's a fantastic thing. Camo stuff full of antioxidants. Are you kidding? It's wonderful.
Hey, before we get going, we have to throw this up on the screen. Jacob, can you explain what's going on here? You apparently have Huntington's favorite door to pee on. So what's that?
Yes. Yes. People love to pee on our doors, and fuck them.
Why?
I'm basically a pee vigilante at night. I'm pee Batman.
Piss Batman.
Yes, I'm piss Batman. That's who I am. Catching the peers of the frat row every night of my life. So
all right. So
I'm moonlight as that.
This is what's been going on. Basically, Jewel City Barbershop is located on 4th Avenue, downtown Huntington, West Virginia. It's a wonderful place. You should go get your hair cut there by the wonderful people that run it. You're welcome. The main thing I think about the piss stuff is, I'm sorry, I'm going to be laughing a lot.
Oh, yeah, it's funny.
The main thing about the piss stuff, though, is the fact that essentially, oh boy, it's real loud somewhere.
I don't know what that is.
Can you hear me?
You get someone pissing on your door.
So somebody's peeing on the door right now. You guys. This is the moment. Somebody's peeing now. I'm just kidding.
All right, surprise everyone. We have a live piss cam, and that was a flow that just happened.
All right, so you guys basically are located right beside a bar. People go to the bar.
A very prominent college bar will not give them any sort of anything. Yes, it's a very prominent college bar full of people who like to pee on other businesses.
Bad news. Don't do that shit. Ladies and gentlemen out there in the world, if you're watching this show, please don't piss on doors.
Is it too much?
That simple.
Jacob, is it too much to ask you to electrify that door so we can at least get like a show?
Well, the Mythbusters already had myth-busted that, and you can't electrify it and shock dicks off of electric current.
They thought of everything.
Yeah, they really busted it for us.
Let's get the shrimp people off the screen. Michael, thank you very much for letting us know about shrimp people. Basically what you've done is the only thing that's worked for this, right? Is public shaming almost. I mean,
yeah, man. I'm not a person who likes to public shame people or do anything like that. But it was my last resort, and it seemed to work. There's another peer right now.
It's got to be. Is it storming or raining up there? Maybe windy.
No, windy. It's the flow of the urine.
All right.
Even though.
Let's stop talking about piss and let's start talking about Jewel City Barbershop. Now,
Yeah, come get your haircut by Piss Batman. That's the whole point here.
That's really, I got to change my Instagram handle now.
God damn it. So, when did you establish the shop? Where did you come from?
I established a shop in 2019, and I had came from a shop that is also pretty prominent here in town that I really wasn't growing in, so I decided to do my own thing and kind of follow my own values and, do the things that I wanted to do for my community. So that's basically how that all transpired. more community-based stuff.
Yeah, so that was the deal. Like, the first time I met you actually was when I got my haircut at an older shop that you worked at.
Yeah.
And the next time I saw you, you had started the new shop. You started it, man. And
yes,
it's killing. Look at behind you right now. Look at. I mean, he's not sitting in front of the green.
Looks fantastic, by the way.
Yeah.
It is. That right there is a piece of West Virginia history, and it's full of pieces of West Virginia history. Yes. Can you tell us a little bit more about some of the art that you have in the shop and some of the things that you're doing for the community? It's not just you're supporting the community financially. You're literally supporting the arts and the music scene. Tell us more about all that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, I'm heavily influenced by the local music scene. I love local music. I support it as much as I can. Lots of my friends are musicians. Lots of local people. I just like to support local. That's the biggest thing. That was absolutely. I named my shop Jewel City Barbershop after the town. I mean, everything is based in Huntington because I love Huntington. I hate people who trash Huntington, and so I wanted to
piss door people that piss on.
I hate the pissers. I hate the pissers.
Just don't do it.
I hate people who complain about streetwalkers and things like that. Those people are awful. There's places like this that exist. So I wanted to make a place to highlight that, and I did it. There's pieces of. There's Ona stuff, there's Horse Trader stuff, there's Tyler Childers stuff, there's, everything in here it's of some sort of, I have the Carousel Club sign behind us, as rough as that might be, it's a piece of Huntington, so there's all kinds of relics in here that,
I don't know if anybody knows, but the Carousel Club sign that's right there behind him, if people don't know what the Carousel Club is, it's a place, man. It's a place.
I've been there, done that. Not proud of it.
Yeah, it's a rite of passage.
It's a rite of passage
of a young Huntington man.
Can we go there for a second? Did you actually ever attend Carousel Club? Let's talk about it.
Things like this happen.
Did I attend it? I mean, I can tell you very crazy stories about that place. I've seen my friend take money.
Yeah, well, that's why we're here.
I've seen my friend take money out of somebody's butt cheeks in that place. So,
I mean, that's par for the course. My favorite memory of the Carousel Club was the first time that I went. I didn't know what to expect. And for those that are listening, they don't know what we're talking about. This is a very low-end strip club in the west end of Huntington, which is where I'm from, born and raised, by the way. Okay, shout out to the Sten.
Yeah.
But we go there, and the girls, they had to pay for their own music in the jukebox. They had to slip off stage, feed it some dollars, and they were also coming out of a shower curtain on stage. Yeah. So that was all that was fantastic to see for the first time. Quite the relic that you have there. Congratulations.
Thank you. I basically had to do a blood oath to get that sign.
So my question to you, Jacob, is I've got a few here actually ready for you. So the first question about cutting hair. What hair type or style used to trip you up the most when you were brand new cutting hair? Because I know all of us with our professions, there had to be something in the back of your head where you maybe see somebody come in. I don't know if it's super curly hair and you're like, fuck, man, not looking forward to this today.
If it was long hair, it would scare me because if it's too much, you would just be like, okay, well, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Can you cut this ponytail off me?
Yeah, you guys can't see it, but I have a ponytail wall. But back in the day, if it was a long hairstyle, long hair intimidates you a lot because you don't know. Those people have had that hair for obviously a while. And so when they change, there's a lot of moving parts in that. It's like, how are you going to adjust to the new haircut? You know?
Yeah. How's your mental capacity for that? You know?
Yeah. It becomes like a Britney moment. You know, you say, hey, are you cool with, are we cool? Like, are you going through some things, or we really want to get this hair?
But you're cool with long hair now, then, is what you're saying.
What is it?
So you're cool with long hair now.
Oh yeah, I'm cool. I'm 7 years in now.
You're in the shit, yeah, for sure. And you have the wall, and because you have the wall, you probably have the talk, right? When they come in to do something.
To talk about the long hair. yeah. Man, my business is all based on the first client consultation. So you see how their life is like. Do you want to get up early in the morning? Do you want to add extra time to your day? Do you want a simple haircut? Do you want to? There's so much other things that come with haircuts that people don't think about. You know,
the only thing I can tell you, the only thing I think about when I'm sitting down is he going to kill me? Is he going to slice my throat open? Sweeney Todd.
Yeah. I mean, it's on my bucket list.
He's saying he knows what it would feel like to physically hold that right there. He has a pretty good handle on what that feels like.
How it feels to put a straight razor to somebody? Oh, it's very intense. Yeah. It's a very intense feeling, man. Steel I shave people's heads. So like steel blade to somebody's skin is an intense thing. Like you have to get used to that. Now, there's a lot of things to like. There's pressure. There's skin feelings. Like you're touching people.
Literally.
Yeah.
Not
people's souls.
Not the figuratively version of literally, but literally.
Yeah, exactly.
So again, speaking of that, and we don't like talking about COVID that much, but you have been, I think, one of the best businesses in the reopening scheme of things to make people do what they must do in order to make this COVID-19 thing pass the best way it can. And that is you're established real social distancing. You have to wear a mask while you're getting cut until you've been.
We may have lost JD again right there. I think where he was going is how weird has the COVID thing been for you as far as being a barber? Because that was one thing that it affected all of us, man. Like when the shit hit the fan, I'm like, well, fuck, there goes my haircuts. How am I supposed to get my haircut now? Now I got to wear a mask. What's going on? So yeah, elaborate on that.
So I was out of work for 2 months during COVID. And that gave me a lot of time to think of the approach of when we got back, to do it safely. I'm not one of those crazy people, who thinks that we should just go straight back into work, So
right.
Luckily, my brother is a very talented videographer. Obviously, that's why I'm so well lit and taken care of right now. But we came up with a plan to make a video to not only address the situation, but make people feel comfortable coming into our shop knowing that we were doing things right. That's
smart.
Yeah. And it is a business move, but it's also just a caring for the community. Again, that's a pretty relevant thing in how I think, is because it's all about community based. And so I want people to feel comfortable when they come to my shop, and I want them to know that we're doing the right things, not only for them, but for my team. My team is the most important thing. So, if they feel comfortable, then that makes the experience so much better.
Laura says Jacob knows about touching people.
Yeah. I touched her heart one time.
Some of my other favorite comments are, "This man is a barber god." Thank you, Adam, for that. And then we had one more where Sarah said, "Now he just cuts ponytails and hangs them up. He's the best. It makes it sound like you're scalping Indians or something and hanging them on your wall."
They are my deer heads. Those are my trophies. I keep them. I hang them.
Okay, so listen, back to the funny questions here. Let's go back to the early days, and I want you to be honest. If you feel like you can't be honest, that's fine. You can hard pass this question.
100%. I'm going to answer every one of these.
I think this could be potentially funny to hear. So when you're brand new, I have to assume at some point you may have like, I don't know, accidentally maybe like fuck someone up just a little bit. Maybe like mess their haircut up. So I need to know, like, did you tell them or did you kind of like let them discover it on their own? What was the method there?
Well, I have two stories. I have a guy. So in barbershops, there's always people talking. I have a client. Everybody else in here has somebody in the chair. We're always riffing back and forth. There's people waiting. There was a guy. We were everyone's heavy in conversation, and so there's two different types of scissors. There is a blunt scissor that cuts straight lines, and then there's a thinning shear that just cuts every other hair. And so, one day we're just riffing, back and forth, and I'm kind of reaching behind me and grabbing my stuff, and I just straight up. I went to go for the thinning shears, and I just straight up take a chunk out of this dude's hair, and I'm just like, oh shit. Like, what do I do? What do I do now? I'm like, oh no, this is the moment that I fucked up in my career. Like, he's just gonna go home, he's gonna see it, he's gonna fuck this guy. But no, I mean, you bounce back from it. It's a learning curve. It's 100% from those moments. You learn it, and then you have to reset, and then you're like, okay, all right, I can figure this out. It's just like thinking on your feet.
That's fantastic. So when that happened, that particular time, what happened with that guy? Did he discover it, or did you tell him what happened?
I don't know. It's kind of one of those things. I just let him go out the door, and
he discovered later. And then
what happened now?
You hope you don't get the bad Yelp review
6 years ago.
Right. Just sweep it under the rug. It happens.
Yeah, exactly. It didn't happen.
Literally. Do you have one of those vacuum thingies that you sweep into and it goes?
Oh yeah, that's the savior of my life. I don't want to dump a bunch of hair in a trash can every moment of my life. We just sweep it up and it gets taken care of.
Can I ask you about hair splinters? This is a thingy, right?
What is it?
Hair splinters.
Oh yeah. Hair splinters are my life. Man, I can eat food and see hair and not care. I don't care anymore. It's a part of my life. Literally, there's a time, I'll get to hair splinters here in a second, but there's a time when I had to borrow my brother's washer and dryer, and there was so much hair in my clothes that he said, you're never doing this again. You're never using my washer and dryer again, because that's how much hair is in my clothes. Yeah, it's fucking gross.
I did not know where we were going with that. I was like, what's happening right now? Okay, I get it now. So hair everywhere.
Like, there's hair everywhere on the dryer. And then, but yeah, so hair splinters exist. I had hair splinters in the webbing of my finger, like 10 hairs in my webbing of my fingers. I get hairs in the back of my teeth. You know when you get like corn kernels in your teeth?
Oh my god, that's so fucking weird, dude.
It sucks, but it's a part of my job. It's a part of how I live. Masks, honestly, fuck any anti-masker, because I wear a mask and it saves me from that. There's an old.
That might be your new thing, man. You might be like the hair splinter blocker,
There's an old urban legend for barbers that there's some Jane Doe who dies on a side of the street and they don't know her name, but when they do the autopsy on her, they check in her lungs and there's hair there, so they knew her profession. Because that
that's clever. Laura says, how often do you pop one out of your eyeball?
It's coming.
The day is near.
The day will happen.
Hey, one last thing about like kind of messing up somebody's hair, since I was the last one to ask that question. I will tell you, me getting my hair cut, I always went for either like a number one on the side. Sometimes I go for a half guard, and the girl that cuts my hair, she's been cutting my hair for like 10 years now. It's crazy. And I'm lucky that I still have her around. But one day, this was recently, she's cutting my hair and she's aimlessly like talking to me. And she's literally halfway up the back of my neck, dude. And she's like, oh shit, I forgot to put a guard on this. I just gave you a no guard.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, well, fuck it. We're just rolling with it. Like, obviously I'm cool as hell about it, so I didn't care. And now that she did that, dude, that's what I go with now. I just start off with a no guard. Like,
there is a, it's called gapping. That sounds gross, but it's called gapping when you gapping. When you gap somebody's hair, there's a very specific sound. Yeah, exactly. Even weirder that you just did that. But there's a very specific sound that happens. And when I was in barber school, we were all lined up in a row, and there was a kid who was not very good, and he was cutting this guy's hair, and you just hear that sound, and everyone just kind of looks down the way to see how the guy is gonna, because he took a chunk out of the back of the guy's hair. So you just kind of see how this guy's gonna react. Is this guy gonna freak out? Is this guy gonna fight this guy? Is this how is it gonna happen? Luckily, he didn't fight him, so that was a good day for that kid.
Alexa says, is that a sex thing?
What is it?
Is that a sex thing?
It might be a sex thing. Some of you, I mean,
it is if you want it to be. Jonas says, one time my mom cut my ear trying to cut my hair when I was a kid. # never forget.
never. Those are never good.
And Philip says, how goes the door handle piss patrol, my dude?
This gentleman is from Australia, and I want to shout him out. Thank you. I love you. Piss patrol is on patrol always.
Guys, if you're just tuning in, there's gonna be lots of piss, lots of hair talk. We do have Piss Batman on the show, aka Jacob McComas, owner of Jewel City Barbershop. Jacob, before we move on,
can we not?
Before we move on, please tell people how to find you, where they can come get their haircut, because there are potential clients listening out there, man, and we're gonna get real crazy after this. So tell people how to find you, maybe a website shout out, things like that.
1141 4th Avenue, Huntington, West Virginia. Beautiful Huntington, West Virginia, by the way. You can find us on Facebook at Jewel City Barbershop, Instagram, Jewel City Barbershop. And then in that, it shows you my whole team, everybody's Instagrams. It breaks it all down for everybody.
Well, I'm going to do a shot in your honor, sir, of the nice old Kevin Wayne's. I hope everybody can still hear me. I'm very sorry that I'm in another part of the world right now. It's so stupid. But
yeah, we can hear you loud and clear, man. The internet's cool like that. Speaking of Big Mike, he says, let's take a shot, B, quit sipping. So here you go, Big Mike. JD's going to take one with you. And while JD does that, we're going to go ahead and scoot on to the next segment, because this is Holler. It's the podcast that shouts you out for playing along. Everybody that played along tonight in our Holler polls, you're coming up next. We're going to play your snaps. We're going to shout you out on Facebook. Here we go.
Link up at officialholler.com.
So every week we throw out 2 Holler polls. JD and myself do. My Holler poll this week, I want you to tell a story about a time when you were hilariously broke. So I want to hear something that you did or went through. We've all been there, done that. Let's hear the stories tonight. Before we go around the table, I'm actually going to just shout out Holler Nation first. So we'll do a whole round of them, and we'll come back to all of us later. Jacob, this gives you a second to possibly think about your answer. You strike me as a pretty cool dude that went through the college days or so yourself. I see the guys you're surrounded by. I know you've got these stories, so you probably have to think for like 10 seconds. You're going to be good. Anyways, we're going to shout out Snapchat first, my way, see what Holler Nation has to say in the Snap world. Let's kick this thing off with Lindsay. What's up, Lindsay?
All right. So in my life, I have been without money quite often, specifically when growing up. And what my mom and I used to do when we would run out of food stamps is we'd pull everything out of the cabinets and try to make meals out of it. And my favorite one was bologna roll-ups. We would literally just take a piece of bologna and put a piece of cheese on it and a little sliver of mayonnaise. And I thought that it was the biggest delicacy in the world. Like, I was like, was like, Mom, you're a genius. And it was just like $1 bologna roll up.
She was having the bologna sushi. You know what I'm saying?
Baloney bangers from Kwan's Carryout. 6 for 99 cents.
Is that what they're called?
Bologna
They
bangers.
call them that? Is that real?
Bearclef.com.
Oh no!
I just love that he said it so calmly, like, bologna bangers.
Like everybody knew what it was. Yeah, dude. Fuck.
Alexis out there,
It's a banger.
Alexis out there says wet animal pee. That's all she says. So shout out.
What the hell? Okay.
This next snap comes from guess who?
Rachel!
The only girl out in Holler Nation that has her own sound clip.
Rachel.
Here we go, Rachel. What's up?
Man, Brian, when I first moved to Nashville, I was extra super broke. But the good news is I enjoy rolling change. I find it comforting. And I really wanted to go eat sushi with my friends. So I just ordered a crunchy shrimp roll with all my rolled change. And my friend was working there. And he said, please, God, no. And he made me extra sushis and paid for it. And I felt so bad that I left him all my rolled change for a tip, which sounds shitty, except for it's already pre-rolled and change is money. So,
And also,
hey, I win.
Money's money.
There's a coin shortage right now, so technically it's going to gain in value. Just let everybody know that.
It's so weird right now. Hey, Jacob, potential client Jordan says, any openings in the morning? He needs to know.
Oh, he's one of my clients, and no, we're not. I'm not working tomorrow. I'm drinking these Coors Lights. I'm not working at all.
Jordan, you don't want this. You don't want this hungover ass piss Batman haircut. Get the fuck out of here. We'll text you later. Big Mike out here says, guys, I've got 3 kids and I work at Marshall Health. I'm broke as hell. Just start laughing at me now. Well, Mike, here's the trick. Just stop pumping out the kids. You're gonna be okay, man.
I mean, you know, sometimes before you tag it, you got to bag it. You know what I'm saying?
This next snap comes from Holler listener Darth Leno. We have no idea where this guy comes from, but he likes to join the show every now and then. Darth, what's up?
I want to say this is a hilarious story because it's kind of messed up, but a broke story of mine was that a girl invited me out to eat, right? And her inviting me out to eat and me being so broke at the time, when it came to paying, I told her, hey, well, you invited me, so you got to pay. Bro, I made her pay for that night's dinner. I'll never talk to her again.
Damn it. That's pretty funny, though. I laughed.
Fucked up, dude.
Fucked up, but funny. Lindsay out there, by the way, JD says, Baloney Bangers puts a whole new meaning to my childhood.
It's a banger.
Baloney Bangers might be a porn.
This podcast, man, it's just full of it's full of this and baloney bangers.
Baloney Bangers and pissing and all kinds of stuff going on.
It's everywhere.
Very wide in the house. Excuse me.
This next snap comes from. I'll just let JD do his thing over there. This next snap comes from Andy, aka the artist known as Jonathan. Go check out his music on Spotify. It'll be worth it. Jonathan, what's up, dude?
So I can't give a personal story because when I'm broke, I try to avoid everything. However, I have a friend who he was so broke one time he couldn't afford condoms. So he was going to hang out with this chick and, do adult things. And he didn't have condoms. So this nigga used a motherfucking grocery bag.
No.
As a condom.
No. This is a lie.
And I was blown away when he told me.
No.
That's another story. Normally I try to have something like funny or like being like super dramatic or something. Shit was crazy to me.
He Krogered her? He Krogered that bitch? Son of a bitch.
Was it paper or plastic?
Hey, Steve Austin, would you like paper or plastic?
I'm sorry, maybe it was like a reusable one, like a cloth.
Please don't fuck your girlfriend with this plastic bag that I'm putting your jar of salsa in, sir. Thank you so much. Holy shit! What I can't. But why did he go the grocery bag route? Couldn't he just like pull out and call it a day like a
What's
normal
that show
guy?
on
What the fuck is
TLC?
going on?
Extreme Cheapskate.
Right. When people are like eating grass out of their backyard, calling it a salad, and they're like reusing the ranch. It's that same household. How? Okay, I've got more questions. I've got follow-up questions for that girl. How did she say yes to this? How did she agree to this? I don't understand. I have so many questions. This might be a whole other podcast segment. Gracie, I can't hear you right now. Let me see if you're muted down here. No, I don't have you muted, Gracie, but I can't hear you. So check your sound. We'll get back to you in a minute. I'm going to look at one more snap here, and then we're going to scoot over to JD because it's his turn. Nikki out here, our Holler Nation snap star, she says, working at a grocery store and giving a discount to my roommate so we didn't have to pay for everything. That is a smart move. That's using your head, Nikki. That's what I like to hear out in Holler Nation. Laura out here in the live chat says, sustainability is where it's at. And Jonas says, clean up on aisle 3, which is probably my favorite comment so far.
Whoops.
I feel bad for that employee.
Alan Brown says, God bless.
Thank you, dude. Alan Brown, by the way, aka Corduroy Brown. Check him out. Let's go.
It's the new hookup line. It's a 2020 hookup line. Damn, girl, you down to Kroger? JD, what is up, man? What's up your way? I feel really weird right now.
I hope everybody can hear me again. I'm going to keep bringing it up. I don't give a fuck because I'm in a weird-ass location. It's weird. As you can see all the things behind me. It's weird. It's silly. It's dumb. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much. Leave us a comment. Make sure to hit the like, subscribe, notification icon so we'll tell you when we're live. We are live normally, though, on Facebook Live. And if you're on Facebook Live right now, please hit us up in the chat. We'll show you up on the shit. Right now, I asked everybody in the world, what's your favorite hairstyle? We're bringing it back to hair, baby. It could be yours. It could be someone else's. It could be somebody you hate even. I don't give a shit. But tell us your favorite hairstyle or even the one that you love to hate. I want to hear it. There's names for these things, right, Jacob? Like there are names for hairstyles that you call. So when I was a child, I'm going to go first, and then we'll talk to the Nash about everything else. When I was a kid, I had a mullet, and here I am. That's me with a mullet.
That's a great start right there, man.
It's like a
fantastic
Jonathan Taylor Thomas mullet.
That's precisely what it was. It's precisely what it was. I was a little stinker, man. You know what I'm saying? And I liked the mullet, and my parents were okay with it. I was a happy kid. They were happy. It was cool. That's what it was. So I guess currently my favorite hairstyle at the present time was what I had when I was a kid, a blonde mullet, which was natural.
Mullet's going to be the winner.
At least you didn't have a rat tail.
I actually started with the rat tail first.
Okay, well, that's unfortunate.
That was a child. Dude, a tadpole grows into a frog. Come on, man. Brian, and then Gracie, and then Jacob will end it up, and then we'll talk to the rest of the people. Brian, go.
Jacob, I have to admit something live on air here. Nobody knows this, not even JD, but this is too funny. It's too appropriate not to say. I have a secret handle on Twitter in case I want to go check on things, maybe check on my own account, and that handle is Rat Tail Bowl Cut.
Is this your Finsta?
It's like my Finsta, but it's my Twinsta, and it's unimportant. I don't tweet, and nobody follows it. It doesn't matter, but I do own the name Rat Tail Bowl Cut, just FYI. But okay, so moving on to I guess my favorite hairstyle. It is undoubtedly the mohawk, and I think what we're going to have tonight is mohawk versus mullet. A lot of those answers probably from Holler Nation, but I'll tell you why I love the mohawk. It's because about 10 years ago, and I think you've got a friend who can attest to this. Shane used to work with me, your buddy. I worked at a restaurant, and I actually looked my manager in the eye and I said, hey, man, if I give myself a mohawk, will you still allow me to work? Because this was a decade ago. I think it's a lot more normal now, but it was like a little bit shocking even a decade ago, just one decade ago in 2010. And so, yeah, dude, I took a straight razor. This is in the college days. All my college roomies were in the house. We all took razors to the side of our head, shaved them bald on the side, and had the legit mohawk all the way down. And I ended up rocking an actual version of a mohawk for like 5 years of my life. It was my favorite haircut. So there's my mohawk.
Yo, Gracie, can we hear you yet?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, yay. My favorite as I like to call it, is the Viking haircut, where I guess it's almost kind of like a mohawk, but it's just longer hair, and it's always back in a warrior's wolf tail. But like the sides are shaved down,
Like
and
a
you just have
sexy
like the hair
mohawk?
on top.
Okay, so we're
Or like I guess like it usually starts out as like that 1920s haircut men always had. Just beautiful.
So I think so. Number one, she's super muffled. I believe the dog is laying on her microphone. It's okay. I think she's talking about like the. She's talking about David Beckham, the correct David Beckham, right?
I don't know what his hair looks like currently.
Maybe. I don't either.
Let me. I think it looks a little something like this.
No. No.
Hey, we've got another good comment. So Lindsay brings up, what about the patch of hair where the bangs should be, and then the rest of the hair is shaved, and then Big Mike comes in. Big Mike's on someone else's account, by the way. He says that's a pineapple. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's a pineapple cut. That's a trailer park classic.
It is a trailer. We have a whole selection.
So, Jacob, since we got you here, can you tell us your favorite, and then give us two more? Give us your three favorite.
My favorite haircut.
Give us your three favorite.
Are we doing like legit? Or are we doing funny haircuts?
Let's all of them. All of them.
I wanted my favorite haircut is an old man haircut. Old men haircuts. If I could have old men haircuts all day, every day, and charge the prices that I charge, then my life would be just the best life. Old dudes just want a guard on top and a guard on the side, and they're out. They're going to pay you, and they're going to see you later. That's the number one. Number two is probably
right out the piss door they go. Right?
Yeah, they might pee in my chair. Depending.
That's what we have.
Sometimes you got hair in your teeth, and sometimes you got piss in your chair. Welcome to Jewel City Barbershop.
Depending on their depends.
Sometimes you feel like some piss. Sometimes some hair.
Yeah, but I mean, if we're talking legitimately, my second favorite is probably like a side part classic. It's the one that's my bread and butter. It's my moneymaker. That's what guys get. West Virginia is always 2 years behind.
Good point.
And we are shout out to my neighbors at Chandler's. They're looking in the door right now, but Chandler's is next door. I just love them. Anyways, they're getting ready to come in. Yeah, probably we're doing a live
just roll
podcast. All right, sorry. Yeah. Anyway,
let's shout out Pamela right now, who says this is an awesome podcast. Glad I could join. Pamela, join every time. Seriously,
my mom. I love my
mom. What's that? Keep joining.
Anyways, back to it. Yeah, a classic side part. That's my bread and butter. That's what makes me money.
Okay, so we've got the old man cut. We got the side part. Now, give us a weird one. Give us the one that you have probably.
Mullets are back. Mullets are it, man. Like that's 100% what. I mean, every day it's young kids who are coming in. They want mullets. So Nolan Taylor, who is a very talented, that mullet's back. Nolan Taylor, who's a very talented Cincinnati songwriter and singer, he just came in. I literally posted a picture the other day. He got a mullet. I shaved off his long hair, and he's got side steps. Very 80s. That's what's popular right now.
Dude, we've got mullets. We've got 80s synth music, which is what I'm really fucking into. I'm buying cassette tapes up with electric synth music. I'm fucking loving it right now. Woolham out here says, I had a pineapple cut back in the West days. And then Jonas follows it up.
Of course you did.
Jonas follows it up with the pineapple cut, a.k.a. Why Daddy Leave Us?
Oh, no.
Emma says hashtag death to mullets. Ain't gonna happen, Emma.
No, there's no death to mullets right now.
Not if Piss Batman has anything to say about it.
Can we do a pineapple cut special? What kind of pricing will you give people for pineapple cuts? Right?
I mean,
Holler Nation pineapples.
I mean, if anybody from this podcast right now wants a pineapple cut, I'll do it for free.
Yeah. Well, it's not
donation.
You heard
the donation.
pineapple nuts if you use the offer code officialholler.com.
You earn a free pineapple.
You get a pineapple. Who laid a pineapple under your head?
Piss Batman.
All right, I think that we're cool with the polls. I think we should move on. I think, Brian, you know what to do, buddy. It's time to pap.
It's a little segment called Shots Fired. Get ready to talk some shit about something while we're taking a shot at something. Let's go.
Shots fired.
You got one, Jacob. There you go.
Okay. Tell her she still owes me money anyway, so that makes sense.
Girl. Yeah, I know that girl. She still owe me $12.
JD, kick this thing off because we can see and hear you. So go for it, man. Shots fired.
All right, great. This segment of the show is called Shots Fired. It's where we take shots of something while we take shots against something. My current thing is two things. Bugs. Not Bugs Bunny. Not Bugs Bunny. Bugs. Literal bugs that bite me on the look at the stuff. Look at what's been happening to my leg. Can you see it? It looks look at all the bugs. I hate bugs.
Yeah, you look like a meth head.
I hate bugs so much. I'm not a meth head. I literally all I do is smoke cigarettes and drink beer. That's what this stuff. But fuck bugs. They're stupid, especially if it's 100 degrees outside forever. Number two, here's the main thing. When you have to make a U-turn on a divided highway, especially in a place that has signs that say no U-turns. What's that about? What's that about? What's that about? What's that about?
Are you saying you're illegally making the U-turn, or you would like there to always be legal U-turns?
There should always be legal U-turns in a divided highway. I mean, it makes sense, right? If it's a divided highway and you have medians, the medians are not designed just for the cops. The medians are designed for emergencies only when you can do a UE to get somewhere that needs to happen. If you get pulled over by a cop because you did a U-turn because you needed to go back a block, but you didn't have the ability to cross the median, fuck you, you cop, if you pull them over, is what I mean. That's what I mean by all that.
I hear you.
ACAB.
Hashtag. Yes.
Hashtag. All cops are bastards until no cops are bastards. How about that? Let's do shots.
How about you take a fucking shot? Here we go. All right, so my shots fired this week. I've seen this so many times on social media. God, social media is so toxic in so many ways, and it's so great in so many ways. I feel like it always interferes with my shots fired. But nonetheless, people who cry and they take a photo of themselves crying and then make a post about it on social media, fuck you guys, man. Because also along the same lines and the same kind of category are people who are bitching about things like I've got the worst migraine in the world right now, and they're tweeting like 20 times in a row. Then put your fucking phone down. Like, if you've got the world's worst migraine, you probably can't even look at your phone. I don't believe you. If you're crying and making a post about it, I don't believe you. This is all bullshit. It's for attention. I don't like it. That's my shots fired. That's short.
Like when people talk to their kids on their social media, but their kids will never read it. To my son, Caden, that kid will never read that.
All right, you gotta give me a moment here because I'm pulling up a joke that I came up with specifically about that shit.
Not to mention, man. You have to flip through all the rest of your shitty photos to even get to that little paragraph post he's never going to read.
So this was my...
Oh, we lost JD right as he went to talk right there. Dude, at some point...
Things that bother their kids, like school or sickness or anger at another kid or a parent. Really, they're just pissed they have a fucking kid.
Yeah.
They have to do a bunch of shit, and they just want to post, my kid's a fucking asshole. Or like, having a kid sucks cock. Parents, don't get it twisted. I get it. They're little bundles of joy. They're wonderful fucking things and fantastic things. But you're sick of your fucking kid's shit, right? Right?
In that same vein, I think that people who are talking to, might be morbid, people that are talking to dead loved ones through Facebook is also so weird.
Ooh, yeah.
I kind of agree with you there, man. I think it's pretty
weird, man. Like it's obviously, like you said, it's just attention getting.
Yeah, in my brain,
like
if you're down that much, it feels like at least maybe it could be a therapy session. I don't know, but I feel like if you're that sad, you're down that much, you're going to be doing this all on your own. You're not going to be posting these paragraphs for other people to like go in and like your like your paragraph or whatever. It seems to be more intimate if you really feel it. Is what I'm saying. It seems to be less intimate than posting a paragraph.
My dead cousin's gonna like this from the grave.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry. I know that's terrible, but
I'll be right back.
Gracie, we can see you and hear you. How about a shots fired? What do you got for us this week?
Well, I don't know. I don't really have a shots fired. I'm just angry. I'm just an angry person, Jacob. You just don't know this about me. I'm just angry this week, so there's just too much to be a shots fired about.
Yeah.
But, I don't have a shot, but I'm going to shout out and do a shots for someone. For my boys, and Cole's not on here, so he doesn't know. He'll have to go back and watch. I had an issue this week, and I reached out to Cole, and he was like, and he gave me all this stuff, and he just said, "Hey, I got you," and that just made me feel good. And Cole and I are not that close because we don't. I mean, he lives in Florida, I live here, and we've never really hung out, only on the podcast. And he just said he got me, and that just made me feel good. And Brian always has my back, and I know JD always has my back. So with my shitty week, I know I can always count on my boys to always have my back. So if I had a shot, it would be for you.
Cheers to that shit. We can definitely all take shots of that. Here we go. Jacob, it's your turn, brother. What do you want to fire some shots about?
I'm firing shots at people pissing on my doors.
It's pretty
plain. Listen, if you're an adult, pee in a parking lot, pee on an alley. Don't pee on a business's front door. Don't, because we're gonna find you.
We get it. You're American. You're an American, and you love your liberty, and you love your freedom to be able to pull your penis out of your fucking.
Dudes are gross.
Why? You buy the seat. You only need the edge of the seat though, because you don't need the rest of the seat because you don't need to sell it.
Man. I mean, that's honestly what it comes down to. I mean, also a big fuck you shot to people who hate on this town. I love Huntington, West Virginia. Huntington, West Virginia is one of the greatest places on earth. If you are one of those Facebook warriors who shit on our town, get the fuck out. It doesn't help posting it on Facebook how much this town sucks. If you don't like it, do a difference, make a difference, do something that will be sustainable later on in life. Because if you don't like it here, then go the fuck away. So that's my biggest. That's my biggest fuck you to
that's the real liberty right there. Yeah. He's right about that. That's the real liberty is, guess what? If you don't like it, motherfucker, get the fuck out. Or do something about it.
There's a lot of people who hate on this town, and I hate that. But there's a lot of young business owners who are trying to make it better. And the old guard of people who shit on this town and hate it, just need to go away or just die out. And I mean, that's the bottom line, because we're going to make it better than what we found it. So
yeah. And I wanted to,
that's the bottom line.
Yeah. And I wanted to shout out to you for doing what you do, man, because like you sort of hit on this earlier, but it's like young business owners in this town doing something cool, unique, and something that we need. This is what keeps everything growing and trending in the positive direction, because without shops like yours, we sit here and we rot and we die. So that's fucking awesome that you do what you do. I'm going to fire some shots for you, brother. Take a shot, man. Yeah, dude, and right back at you. Cheers to that. So at this point, we've all done our shots fired. We've played around with the live chat. We're going to get back to Holler Nation. We're going to open up some snaps, some Facebook posts, etc. And with that, let's scoop boots.
Send your dick pics to Gracie at officialholler.com.
That's where they go. That's it.
Pictures. So I'm sure you have plenty of penis pictures right now. And guess what? If we give them to Gracie, she'll put them on the internet. We're going to
I'm going to send them in our group chat, so the boys have to suffer with me.
We're going to make a website called isanyonepissing.com.
Yeah, all of you people pulling your dicks out, whether it's to Gracie or to piss on Jacob's door, Piss Batman's fucking coming for you.
Hashtag Shrimp Boys.
Hashtag Shrimp Boys. Hey, Jacob, I'll tell you what. For a one-time fee, I will create a website for you called isanyonepissing.com, and then I will literally build, probably with your brother who works for a company in town that works on some of that stuff. We'll make a website that anytime somebody is pissing on your door, people can get notifications. And then
I'll tell you a funny story.
A live stream, if you will.
Yeah. There is so my cameras are literally set up like I can talk to people in real time. And so last night I'm in bed at 1:30 in the morning and I'm like, oh shit, here's a 1:30, somebody's peeing on my door. It's literally two drunk girls crying in my stoop, and they're just like, oh no, like just like engaged with him.
Here comes all the piss. It's about to come.
Y'all are gross.
But there is one deterrent to anybody peeing on our doors, and it's gonna be
that'll take down a steer.
Yeah, we're coming for them. So if anybody's peeing on our doors, we're gonna shock your dick.
Listen. If anyone's peeing on your doors, Piss Batman's gonna come, shock you with a cattle prod, and then you're gonna piss even more. There will be everywhere.
I am about to fall out of my hotel room chair right now. Son of a bitch. Okay, it's poll time. Hairstyles. Let's see what people say. I didn't even get a chance to really talk to Holler Nation, but that's because I only got so many messages. It's cool. The internet doesn't keep up the way we do. Kristen says, all I ever have wanted is Mariah Carey's early 90s hair because it is fucking peak hair to me. Take a look at that. Tell me that's not peak hair.
Pretty awesome hair, yeah.
That is some of the most beautiful hair in the world. She's also one of the most beautiful in the world. And guess what? The King deserves herself. LaCandace. Snap star in the place to be, wonderful person. She is got a great creative mind. It's fantastic, and we're about to show you a little photo of her because she had a blonde bob at one point. She wishes it was her real hair, but she would never ruin her natural red hair for this. Look at this photo and tell me that it's not dope as shit.
Yeah, that's a cool wig.
That's a kick-ass wig, and you know what? You're right to not ruin your red hair for that. Jacob, can I ask you about bleaching and about wig products and things like that? What's your stance on like? So a guy might want bleach tips. A guy might want total bleaching completely. Like, how do you deal with hair that's bleached?
I mean, I don't deal with any kind of color myself personally. I mean, I've had my hair bleached because obviously I am who I am.
Yeah, why the hell not?
But
can you make sure,
how much for anal bleaching per law?
For free. I'll just do it with my tongue.
Or there you go, free anal bleaching per Piss Batman.
Whoa!
Anyways, no, but when it comes to bleaching and stuff like that, we don't do that here. I mean, that's stuff that we learned. I just never wanted to deal with chemicals. I don't want that smell in my shop. It just smells terrible. But if it's people with bleached hair, I'll cut it. I mean, that's no problem. I mean,
so would you? So people who want to bleach their hair, what is your suggestion on how they do it? Should they go see a salon that's
go to professional. There's people in town. Shout out to like Julie Ellis. Julie Ellis is a very talented hair colorist. I don't know if that's the proper terminology, but she's very talented. And
she's very talented in a lot of things. That's very, very true.
Yes, and that's very true. So honestly, I send people to friends. I send people to people that I know can get the job done, and if they want to come here and get it cut after that, then that's fine. As long as everybody's got cash in pocket, then that's all that matters.
Good deal. That's fucking fantastic. Not only supporting the community, supporting other competitors, supporting people that are non-competitors, people that are competitors, people that are not anti. It doesn't even matter. Support the entire community, people. The entire one.
Yeah.
It's fucking worth it. I'm going to smash through the rest of these, and then it's Brian's turn. Aranda says, I think everyone knows my love for men with long hair. Okay. Emma, who's a top fan, by the way. Thank you so much, Emma, for liking our posts and sharing them and stuff like that. So cool. Emma says, Jessica Day bangs with Zooey Deschanel's blonde. So if she had, okay. So basically Zooey Deschanel, but blonde with bangs.
Okay.
Sounds about right. Paige or Big Mike.
Big Mike.
Big Mike. Even with the tapered on the sides and the back. So even at the
classic.
Top, tapered on the side, tapered on the side, tapered on the side.
Classic cut.
All right, Corey, big boy in the place to be. Corey, yeah. Bass music. Corey says, high and tight with a fade. My go-to cut back in the day. Now it's clippers to the skin. I really like hats now. Honestly, I like hats too, but I took clippers to the skin not too long ago because I tried to get a VIP with you, Jacob, and I fucked up.
Yeah.
And then when you texted me, you said it's all good. I was at the shop and needed to do shit anyway. I was like, oh God, Jesus, thank you.
That's the nice way of dealing with it.
I'm so sorry for doing that, and I'm publicly airing grievances right now because it's Festivus. But anyway, thank you for taking the time you did. You might need to help me with this weird thing going on. I feel like a Paul Rubens when he was in the porno theater that he got popped. So I might need a little help. Two more, and then we're going to kick it. And actually, before we do, I just don't want to ask a question to Jacob real quick before we do leave. He's got two more. Top fan Franny Hunley. Top fan Franny Hunley.
Top Fran
in the place to be. She says, I like a head full of curly hair. Duh.
Yeah, curls are the best.
On a man, on a woman, though, long or short, doesn't matter. What is that? She says long or short? What does that mean?
She's like, fuck them. Who cares about them? I would take
long or short. Both of them.
I like long hair on my dudes. I like long hair on my dudes.
And short. We're doing mullets. We're backwards. It's full circle.
We're back to mullets. I give it 60 more seconds. We're back to piss.
All right, here we go. This next top fan, this is the last one for me, and then I'm going to ask a question for Jacob, and then we're going to get the fuck out of this. And then Brian's going to finish this stuff. I'm going to go on. I can't take your groceries to your car for you because COVID-19 doesn't let me do that. My manager's not happy. I can't do that. This one comes from Kyle. He says, a good old-fashioned mohawk. Bonus points if you got spikes.
Nice. All right, so we're going to scoot back over now to stories about when you were hilariously poor. And it goes a little something like this. First one comes from Cole. Cole, what's up?
My brokest story would have to be when Brian was working at a restaurant. Not going to mention any names, but you all know the restaurant.
Oh, Charlie's, isn't it?
And we lived together, and we literally just had to eat whatever he brought home from work. Leftover salads, leftover soup, whatever he could bring home, that's what we ate because we couldn't afford to buy food. It was just literally whatever we could scoop up. So that's my most broke-ass story.
Yeah. Yeah. And other people fill me there. What can I say? We ate a lot of side salads, a lot of chicks tinned. You know what I'm saying? A lot of that. Jacob, by the way, I'm going to smash through these real quick, and then we'll get you out of here, man. We're going to leave with you. This next one comes from Adam. This was the guest last week. I think it's all blurring together. Adam was the guest, right? Yeah. There we go.
I once had a very broken encounter with a man named Bane. He picked me up and broke my back. So I was pretty broke.
That was I get where he was going with it. It was actual Batman knowledge in the worst way. That was the worst Batman impression of all time. Adam,
who knew?
What
the fuck, dude? What is it?
This one comes from Captain Awesome. Captain Awesome, what's up? Nope, he's just gonna give us some music. Fuck it.
Every time.
Let's see what else we got here. Jimmy Black says, entered a wing eating contest at BW3's because I didn't have money for food in college. Best teriyaki wings I ever had. He's like, sure, I'll enter this. I'm fucking starving right now. That's great. Okay, so I've got one more from Brittany. One more from Brittany here. Brittany says, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. When we were 19, Laurel, Gaston, and me would go to Walmart so Gaston could steal waterproof pillowcases that were $15 a piece just so we could buy food from the deli, mainly popcorn chicken. Had to screenshot this so Laurel knows I'm outing us right now. What did I just read? I'm
not sure if everybody knows, but boneless chicken wings are not wings at all. They're just chicken nuggets for adults. I just want to let y'all know that. My name is Stone. Excuse me, Cold. I'm sure that
Akia out here says, I'm on my Bluetooth in my car, guys. What is happening right now? And yeah, welcome to the podcast featuring
Here's
Chris
what's
Batman.
about to happen. Check this out. I'm about to do a thing. Gonna do a thing here. Brian, can you give me a transition real quick?
Yeah, I got you. Just like this.
Listen to all of our past episodes at officialholler.com.
Yeah. Here's the deal. I need to know from you, Jacob, before you leave, because you're leaving very, very soon. As long as you can still hear me, is it cool?
I can hear you. Yeah.
I have this right here. It's called the Student Handbook. It is the college and university edition. It includes what happened when. And we're going to play a little game, and we're going to let you go, and then we're going to finish the game off and do the rest of the show and everything like that, because you're a busy man. You've got a long day tomorrow. You have a long weekend. You have a long week. You have a long month, a long year. Jewel City Barbershop, ladies and gentlemen. Check them out on all social media, Jewel City Barbershop. Excuse me, I'm all over. Make sure you go to Jewel City Barbershop on all social media. It's
1121 4th Avenue.
It's good. I just want to say, by the way, the heartbreaker Shawn Michaels, he's about to get his ass whooped, and I don't give a shit because I'm Cold Stone Steve Austin. Wait a second, I got to go sweep back. We're going to play a birthday game real quick with you, and we can go around the table if you still got a couple moments. That would be super cool. We're going to play a birthday game. It's going to be fantastic. I need to know if you're willing to give up your birthday. I need to know whether or not you know what significant event happened on or near your birthday that changed the world. If you get it right, I drink.
Does it have to be on the day?
It can either be on the day or it can be around the day.
Oh, yeah, I got this.
Certain significant events don't happen. So if you get it right, I drink. If you get it wrong, you drink. Okay? Pretty simple, right?
Morgan, what's up? Thank you for tuning in for the first time. Welcome to the Piss Show.
That's right.
Welcome to the Piss Show. The Piss Show. Check us out at isanyonePissing.com/officialholler.
That's right.
It's banned.
mydoor.com.
Don't piss on jacobsdoor.com. All right, this book is enormous as fuck. It literally has the entire history of the nation from birth to now. I need to know, Jacob, your birthday, brother. You don't have to give me, well, you have to give me all three of them. I know they're heavy values, but you can give me a fake one if you want, just because the internet's fucked up and sometimes steals your shit. But tell me the birthday, and then tell me the event that you believe that was significant that happened on that day that would be in this book.
My birthday is June 24th, but you're probably not going to find it in that book. But I think it's June 23rd when Michael Jackson died.
4-digit. 4-digit.
All of it? June 24th, 1987.
Okay.
Well, he died later than that.
Yeah, so JD, to be clear, you're wanting the on the actual
Oh,
date.
on
of
the
birth,
actual
and not
date.
just-
Oh, I don't
and
know
not
that.
just the date. Yeah, that's why I said I don't know.
Yeah,
all right, so
I'm out.
I'm going to give you 2 hints. All right, because I have the date. The date is here. It's right here in the book. Got it. On June 23rd, 1987.
24th.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, so then June 23rd is the date that actually a major significant thing happened. So just let me know. It was the day before you were born, this thing happened. I'm going to give you 2 hints, and then you just give me the guess that you can. Again, if you get it wrong, you drink. If you get it right, I'll drink. And I get to be the judge of whether you get it wrong or right. Okay? June 23rd, 1987. Here are the 2 hints. It has to do with the Olympics.
Okay.
That's the first hint. Well, you want to guess now?
Nope. Give me that second one.
Here's the second hint. The man's name was Abel Kiviat.
No.
Nope.
No guess at all. He's drinking. Okay, this is what happened. On June 23rd, which was the day before Jacob was born.
Oh no, JD froze up right when he was explaining it to us.
All right.
JD, you got to say it again. You froze. Never mind. Anyways, Emma says, I was born on Dale Earnhardt's birthday. That's my favorite.
Intimidator.
The Intimidator. We had some other funny birthdays out there. Well, funny or not funny. Lindsay's born on 9/11, so she kind of guessed hers.
Thanks.
It's a tough break.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we got you.
On June 23rd, 1987, the oldest living... Grayson?
JD, allow me to fix it. Go.
The oldest living Olympic medalist in the U.S. celebrated his 95th birthday by jogging along Fifth Avenue in New York City. He was 95. He was Abel Kiviat, who won the silver medal in the 1,500-meter race at the 1912 Olympics. He once held the records for 600 yards, 1,000 yards, and the mile all at the same time.
With his dick out.
With his penis out.
That dude was so
Excuse me, sir. I'm with the marathon security.
That dude was so popular he could piss anywhere and get away with it in 1912.
This is like just trailing behind him.
Did you know Brian over here that way is a fucking multi party man?
Sure, yeah, absolutely. JD, what else you got for us?
I've got 2 more, and it's for all 3 of us. Well, it's for you 2, actually.
I'm ready.
I have to read it. Brian, it's your turn. Give me your birthday now.
11/9/84.
That's November 9th, 1984. Okay, the closest date I have is November 11th. That's 2 days. You were 2 days old.
I remember those days like yesterday.
Do you have any clue what happened 2 days after you were born?
No fucking clue at all. Is it something to do with an election?
No, it actually has to. I'm going to give you 2 hints. This is the first one. It has to do with Catholic religion or Catholicism.
I'm definitely fucked now. Keep going.
Second clue. Oh, okay. Wow. This actually specifically has to do
with the Pope. Oh, JD freezes right there.
No.
I'm on the edge of my seat.
What happened?
I'm sorry, guys. The internet is dumb. This is the second. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you said this specifically has to do with, and then you cut off.
I know. God damn it. They're on to me. It specifically has to do with Occupy Wall Street and or the wealth inequality of the nations.
I have no idea. No idea.
All right, here you go. Take a drink, motherfucker. On November 11th, 1984, which is when Brian was 2 years old, in a pastoral letter on economic justice, a committee of Roman Catholic bishops called for sweeping economic changes to aid the poor. stating that the level of inequality between the wealthy and the poor was morally unacceptable.
Cool. I fell asleep as you read that. Gracie, when's your birthday? Oh shit! Sorry, guys. Sorry, guys. I muted Gracie because she was talking earlier. Gracie, when's your birthday?
April 2nd, 1989.
Once we're done with this, we'll fucking turn the podcast off. Jeez.
Yeah, we'll turn the whole thing off.
It's so funny how you don't like playing games. I really hate you so much.
No.
I really hate all of you so much. What was the birthday again, you idiot?
April 2nd, 1989.
Okay, you're going to like this one.
Okay.
Do you know what significant event happened when you were born?
I don't know. The Cuban Missile Crisis.
What?
Kidding.
That's awesome. That's a great guess.
All right, I'm going to give Gracie 3 hints this time because she needs the help sometimes, At the time.
I do.
Hey, so remember that one time I beat Brian's ass in that one game we played?
Oh, God.
So, go ahead, though.
Beat it again. That's fine.
Jesus. Okay. Are you ready? Here's your first hint. The president was George Bush, the first one, not the second
one. HW.
Right. Here's the third hint. Here's the third hint. It has to do with nice. Has to do with women's basketball.
Okay.
Don't have any guesses.
Women's basketball team won the college championship.
No, say again.
I said some women's basketball team won the college championship.
It's a good guess.
All right, I'm going to give you one more hint, and then you have to guess which one it is.
It has to be because it's always on my birthday.
You sound like garbage. You sound like garbage.
You can't stay on the screen long enough to know if I sound like garbage. So, UConn women's basketball team wins the national championship.
That's so close. I'm going to give you one more.
That's a great guess.
I'm going to give you one more hint. All right. If you get this right, we all have to drink. That's what the score. This is the score now. Okay. All of us have to drink. Oh, God damn it. Adam says, I have the same birthday as Mr. Rogers and Big Bird.
Big Bird has a birthday?
No, he's not real. All right, listen up. Here's the last hint. The name of the team that won the championship, because she's right. The name of the team, they go by the Lady Vols.
Oh, Tennessee.
She deserves it. She actually deserves it because she was definitely the closest in all of them.
Oh yeah.
Adam was all over it, by the way. He said Tennessee early on in the chat. Yeah, I'll drink to that, Gracie. Well done. Well fucking done right there.
Ladies and gentlemen, well done. We did such a good job. Is there anything else we need to do? There are technically 2 more things we have to do. That's for sure.
No, we're good, man.
Okay. Thank you so much, Jacob McComas.
Thank you, guys.
From Jewel City Barbershop, one of the coolest fucking spots in town. You don't just have to go there, by the way, to get a haircut. You can go there to say hi. You can go there to check out the art. You can go there to book appointments for your latest thing. You can go there to find out about the next event that they should hold, which, by the way, Jacob, you do hold events at your space.
Yeah, we do music. We do everything. Anything anybody wants to do, it's open. It's all free space. We provide it.
Yeah, that's fantastic, man. And so, as far as people booking appointments with you, how is that done exactly?
We have a booking system that's on our Facebook. So if you just go there, you can watch or you can see the how we do things for each individual team member. So just do that. Do the Facebook. Everything's pretty simple.
That's fantastic, cool ass, fucking kick ass shit. You check them out at 4th Avenue, downtown Huntington, West Virginia. the beautiful and wild and wonderful. It's the birthplace of podcasts. It's America's best community. It's literally about to win nicest place in America. I don't know if y'all knew that, but Reader's Digest did just say that Huntington is the nicest place in West Virginia. It's completely confirmed, done. It might possibly win nicest place in America.
Grab him by the pussy.
Grab him, damn it. Oh, son of a bitch.
Camo CBD, proudly powered by Camo CBD. Go get you some. You can find it Clark's Pump and Shop, places like that. It's a great product. CamoCBD.com. Visit our Instagram, official_holler. That's what we're really promoting right now. Obviously, find us on Facebook. That's probably where you're watching right now. Facebook.com/officialhollerpod.
All right, check it. Does anybody else have any pieces to say before we do this weird soundboard thing we're about to kick off?
No, dude, let's just go have it.
Thank you, guys.
All right. Thank you
so much, dude.
Peace out. Brian, give me some dumb sounds. I'm gonna give you some back.
Larry Hoover.
What?
Oh. Yeah. Country roads.
Pickle.
Word.
Diabetes.
Ended on my favorite one.
I'm an Indian outlaw. Yeah. It's there.
Holler Nation,
Thank
y'all
you.
are crazy. Thank you so much for tuning in, commenting live. We'll see you next week. We'll do this shit all over again. Drink one. What's up?